Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the QuaranStream Vibes. This Hangs here with myself, Pat, the Dirty Thirsty, Bun Me Matty I, still on the Bun Me, and penetrating wind, Sean. What the hell? Nice little name there, mate. Feeling that penetration in the wind. What's been happening, fellas? We're breezing through this week. It's Thursday already. Feeling good. Great day today.
Shit.
Some more good news as things are opening up.
Shit.
So I was able to get some deliveries out today. I sent a couple of soup and bakute sachets to a friend.
Nice.
Actually, on Grab, it did say the route was too long, so I was able to send on Lala Move, and that was fine. About the same price. So I tipped the guy, and that was it.
Nice.
Yeah. Our little barricade here is one section is opened up. I don't know if that's done by someone along here or a delivery, but it's big enough just for a bike to come through. So maybe we're slowly opening up here.
Have you gone for a walk yet, PD? Have you tried to go make your way through it?
I mean, I can walk through that bit easy. I mean, it's just stopping cars and bikes. Like pedestrians can still walk through. On this side, I can still walk over to Jiangkekjiang easy. Just cars can't come through. But I do know the beginning of Jiangwenkai and Wengyangweng on the street is open for a small, those smaller vans, not the normal size van, but it's a slightly smaller van. Yeah, they can come through because one of them came through and delivered the MacBook for me. So
nice.
But then again, they probably have all the paperwork anyway. What about you guys?
It's looking good out here. Yeah, it's looking good out here. It's busy. I went outside earlier today. A lot of motorbikes, a lot of trucks. And
can you see the freeway?
Yeah,
and that's moving like packed.
And seems like security is kind of a little bit more relaxed right now too. A lot of motorbikes just going in and out, like they're not really sort of double checking too harshly like they were. Hey,
what was that?
Sorry, Matt.
They're not checking their documents, Pat.
Oh yeah, no, I like because here in Mastery they have a barricade, and they're usually checking it. But I was seeing a few like motorbikes just going in and out. So maybe they're people that they've seen every day and they already know who they are. So they're a little bit more lenient. But yeah, there's just a lot more movement here as well, especially on the highway. The highway's got a lot of movement, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
A couple of regular viewers have just tuned in. AT, what's up? And Matt? No, I don't have a telescope, Matt. Do any of you guys have a telescope?
I wish I did.
Negative.
What would you be using it for, Matt? A little bit of peeping Tom action, like through the apartments or something.
Yeah, why not? Whatever I can see.
Yeah.
If you decide to leave curtains open, that's on you. Clearly, you're an exhibitionist. Oh, I'm down for that.
Are you that type though? You know how there's different people out there that if you're able to see, like let's say you're in an apartment and there's another building across from you, and you see something kind of happening, but you need to see it a little bit closer. Would you be someone that might get out a camera and just sort of hide and zoom in and see what's going on, or are you the type that goes, look, I don't want to get involved. It's not my thing. What are you? What type are you?
That's too much. I wouldn't want it to be creepy. I want to stand on the balcony and like wave at them, when they look over and have a laugh about it. That's more my style.
What if it was crucial to something that happened and you could be a crucial witness?
Depends on the occasion, I guess.
Yeah,
depends on the scene.
Well, hopefully the internet will go a little faster for me.
Because there's a film on Netflix called The Woman in the Window or something like that, and she sees
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, she sees a murder on the other side, and she's a little bit schizo herself. So she drinks. She's on medication. So she's not sure if she saw it or hallucinations or whatever the case is. So it's interesting. I mean, look, I'm very curious of things, and I think I think there are pros and cons to sort of being a little bit nosy in terms of, I mean, like if I'm in the comfort of my home and I see something from a distance, yeah, of course I'm going to kind of look because it's interesting, right?
Yeah.
But I think if something's happening on the street and I walk past, I have no reason to be there and eavesdrop because I don't really need to, so to speak, So
I mean, I'm always keen for a look. I'm always keen to be just like, what's going on here? Like, it depends, I guess. Like, I'll have a look, and then I'm not going to chime in or get my phone out unless it's like, critical, and I need to, like, whether if it's a bad accident or something. But even so, I just sort of look past and just go, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, Sean looks like the type that he'll keep having a little look.
I'll like, when I see people looking, I'll like stop and I'll go and follow and I'll just check it out, or pull over and walk over and see what's happening.
Pull over, jeez.
Pull over.
I like to see what's going on.
Are you a rubberneck?
What'd you say?
Are you a rubberneck in
rubberneck
traffic?
hard.
When we call it rubberneck. So
oh yeah,
when there's an
rubberneck.
accident or something, do you slow down and really try and see what's going on?
Yeah, I like to see, and then like I always like to get it on my camera because usually it's always something fucked up here, and yeah.
You want to get something fucked up on your camera? Far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of the root causes of traffic jams is because there's all these rubbernecks.
Yeah.
I mean, here is different. I noticed here that when you get into car accidents, they leave everything as it is. If it's a heavy accident, you sort of can't move it. You leave it as it is, and then I guess you just sort of hope for safety that no one else crashes in it. In Australia, if it's just like a little dinghy on the back of your car, the right thing to do is, and if you're on the freeway, you should pull over into the safety zone. You don't just leave it on the freeway unless it's not able to be moved, And I don't think Vietnamese don't do that because they feel that the people do a runner, and of course they do runners as well. So, yeah.
The thing here is, I see like they get in like the smallest accident, and instead of pulling off the road and like stop, they stay right there in the middle of all the traffic and like in the middle of the street. It's like, fucking scoot over, like just pull over. They're not gonna run. Like it's not a bad accident. Your car can move. Like. And they just stop and they just get out and they're talking shit and just waiting. It's like.
Speaking of bad accident, and there's another movie you have to watch, Russell Crowe on Netflix called Unhinged. It's a road rage movie. You have to see it. I totally forgot about it. So he's great. Like I forgotten that he had put on a lot of weight just to do this film. Because I remember him from Gladiator, and he was fit as hell. Even from Romper Stomper, So
semi-fit.
Let me pull this trailer up. You guys have to see this.
Is that the one where he like kidnaps or takes the girl and like puts her in the trunk?
No, it's a road rage. It's a road rage flick where a lady sort of honks him rudely. Well, he took it rudely, and then he follows her all the way through, and she's getting all scared and everything, and then he obviously ends up full hardcore road raging. So,
who has road rage here?
Not me.
It depends. I think it depends. I've road raged before when someone cut me off and it sort of made me swerve. And then when I went up and looked at them, they swore at me like as if it was my fault. That caused me to road rage back. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. Check this out.
Richie.
In these modern times, the average driver will spend over 4 years of their life in a car. And 80% of them, at some point, will experience
Go!
aggressive driving, or more commonly known as road rage. Rule number 1. If you find yourself in this situation,
You know what a courtesy tap is, young man? Sounds like this. It's light. It's friendly. Sure, that's what your mom meant to do.
it's important not to engage the other driver.
If you apologize,
I don't have anything to apologize for.
Rule number 2. Fellow drivers may be going through personal issues affecting their mood or temperament.
my invisible life has been dismissed. Retribution. That's all I get left.
Yes, troublesome people may be troubled.
I'm pretty sure the guy in that truck's following me.
He's road raging. He's just trying to scare you.
Rule number 3. Once an altercation has escalated,
This is where your first lesson begins.
things can take a sudden, unhinged turn.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
That's where we are in this world today. You seem to have developed an inability to apologize. Anyone for anything. You're gonna learn.
Just remember, be safe out there.
Yeah, you got to check it out. It's on
What
Netflix.
the hell?
Feels like a meme.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like with the
And you
voice.
see people post up videos on YouTube, and some people go full mental. They get out of the car, grab a pole, and start smashing other cars' windows and shit. I mean, this I guess gets a bit extreme, but I wouldn't put it past certain people. You know, like with that sort of mental disorder or illness. That fuck, man, this guy really cut me off. I'm so pissed off. I'm following them no matter where they go. I fucking kill them. You know. So, any road rage incidents for you guys?
Yeah, I have actually. I've had one. I was driving in the city back in Sydney, and this taxi driver cut me off. Like really badly too, like really badly. And I'm driving peacefully, and he cut me off in the CBD, and just like he didn't even signal. He just, you know, those guys that just do this,
Yeah.
like straight up. And I had to slam my brakes, which then I nearly caused an accident. And I chased him, bro. I chased him, and then Then he had to stop at the stoplight. Got out of the car. He had his window up, and I'm knocking on his window like, "Oi, window down." Still red light. Wouldn't even look at me because you know he was wrong. So he's just like straight like this, like just straight up, just like this. And then I just went, okay, you don't want to look at me. And then I just kicked his door, and then I went back to my car, and then he just drove off.
Patty, can you send Sean your number, because we got some beers getting sent to you. But apparently the number was wrong, a contact number. But then also, Matt asked the question, which something really relates to you, Patty. This story is crazy. What happened to the lady that ran over the people at Dimmenful a couple of years ago? Did you guys hear about that story?
Yeah. She was drunk, right?
She was like a BMW or something.
Yeah.
So where the Hang Sun is, like that big sort of overpass in Dimmenful after McDonald's after some point. A lady just, Pat was at that crossing.
Yeah, I was at the crossing. Basically, I was sitting there in the car, and I was waiting to go past, but it was a red light for me. And on my left side was probably about 20 people on motorbikes. It was a stoplight, and I just see this car just plowing at least 60, 70 kilometers an hour. And she just plowed through like the people that was on the motorbikes waiting at the lights. And she just went boom, 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 ran over them. And I just saw bodies go flow, like just flying. And then bodies being dragged under the car. And motorbike, there was like 2 or 3 motorbikes under the car. And then, you know, when she stopped, everyone went to her and like was like trying to get her out of the car, and she was just drunk. And the only thing she was doing was she stayed in the car, locked her door, and went for her phone and tried to call someone.
That's crazy,
That's
man.
horrible.
And then finally they got her out, and she was just smiling like, "I'm gonna get out of this, no worries." Like,
I'm pretty sure she paid a bunch of money and she got off.
yeah, and people
Well, that's the story. We're not sure, but
yeah.
yeah,
I saw it
yeah.
firsthand, man. I saw it firsthand. I'm sitting there in the car, just I'm like, oh my god.
Holy shit, you were there.
Lucky you weren't near like that area. Like, I mean, like, it could have been you, bro.
Yeah, it could have
horrible,
been,
yeah.
easily. That's why you just got to be careful when you're on your motorbike. You always just got to look back, look at your rear view, just to make sure that no one crazy is gonna T-bone you from behind. But yeah, it was horrific seeing the bodies. Like, yeah.
They were like flying, just.
Oh yeah, imagine a big like BMW, and you're at the stoplight, all right, just waiting for the lights to go green, and then a car behind you hits you at like 60 kilometers an hour. So, and then there's 20 of them all bunched together, right? Yeah, and when at the lights, everyone's just together.
Just, yeah.
This one just went. Yeah, you just see like
bowling pins, just.
And yeah, and then you see people under the car. Yeah, you see people under the car. Like she went, I would say, a good solid 20 to 30 meters with people under the car and motorbikes under the car. Yeah, so it was just like boom, boom, and then drag. Yeah, it was very messed up.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And people found her straight away. Like people found her. People found her business, and everyone blasted her on Facebook. She used to own more than that. She used to own the Brazilian restaurant in District 1 or District 3.
Yeah, that's right. That was the link. Yeah.
No more.
Damn,
she doesn't own that anymore.
Yeah, she's not owned that anymore. What was the number you guys were saying the other day on Vietnam's daily vaccine dose? 1 million? Were we doing 1 million a day?
We were. Now it's down to like 700,000 a day. So it's not as good as it was probably, I think, last week, but still good. Still good.
Good. Did you guys hear what India did in one day?
What do they do?
Probably lots.
20 million. 20 million.
My boy just got his second vaccine today. And
20 million in one day?
Yeah, it was for. I'll bring it up for you guys to have a look. Who's working? I mean, everyone's working. Like, look at this. India administers over 20 million vaccine doses in one day. New vaccine record achieved on the Premier's birthday.
No fucking way.
20 million.
I guess it makes sense given they've got like 1.2 billion people in a gigantic country. So
yeah,
it definitely makes sense.
That's like all of Australia almost in one hit.
In one day.
Yeah. They've sort of got to rush it too, haven't they? Because they're the one that's their variants are going out of control over that way. But at least things are happening here. Vũng Tàu, as we mentioned last time, has loosened distancing, so they're looking good as well. Vũng Tàu, Maria. Beaches are getting open. I'm starting to see deliveries in certain areas pop up as well, which is nice, very nice.
Yep. And also one good news that I read today, boys. The critical cases have dramatically decreased.
Yeah, so I've been seeing
so
that
they started taking down the hospital tents or
the field
hospitals. Yeah, the field ones that they've been setting up. So they've been taking those down. So that just means that everything's decreasing. Numbers are decreasing. Critical ICU people are decreasing. So
and so are deaths, thankfully.
Yep, and the deaths, which is the most important.
That's good. Also, I always get some updates from my mate over in Europe, and he's saying that because vaccines are moving so fast, particularly in France, they pretty much achieve, I guess, the goal of herd immunity, 80 80, 90+% vaccinated, whatever the case is, that they're getting to the point where they're now starting to fully accept living with the virus, and then moving forward, continuing with social distancing here and there, doing regular tests. I think that's the important part now, is tests, because even vaccinated people need to get tests as well, just in case they're carrying a load or whatever the case is. So, I just got a cat come up here and knock over my stuff.
I was wondering.
It's all right. So people have received their iPhone 13s now. I'm starting to see all the people who pre-ordered last week have received it now, and it is seemingly adding up to what the trailer is with the video. But a lot of the more amateur users, I guess they don't have an eye to film the way, or be creative in filming the way that, I guess, the pros film. So they feel they can't get the same result. And that just comes to more practice, I guess. I mean, anyone can hold a phone and press record, but if you can have a bit of direction, a bit of creativity in the type of shots you get, then you can play around with the features, add a filter and color.
Of course, they're using the professionals to film top quality stuff that will blow your mind to sell the phone, right? Makes perfect sense. Are you gonna? Who's gonna pick one up? Peter, you gonna get one?
I mean, I'm due for an upgrade. I haven't upgraded since iPhone 6, so this might be the one.
Have you got an iPhone 6 now?
iPhone 6, and I got a hand-me-down from the wife, iPhone 8, which has no SIM.
Nice.
I just use that to do all the filming stuff. So yeah, so maybe I'm due. But fuck, the price tag is a bit much, eh? I'm also the type that I don't want to get one that is not the highest or the best of the range. Like, if I'm going to get the best, I want to get the full 1 terabyte, the Pro Max. I don't want to get two versions down from it. It's like buying a freaking car and not getting the floor mats or whatever the case is, unless you know what you're doing at the end with your custom modifications. But I'm talking about you're buying factory standard and you're going to keep it that way. I feel like, fuck, I'll just fine. Throw in the side skirts, throw in the darkest legal tinted windows. Give me the alloy wheels, 17-inch, whatever the case is.
The free carpet.
You're the sucker that all the dealers make all the money off.
Yeah,
I know.
All the upgrades.
Well, my parents find that they always bargain. Like, they bargain to the freaking cows come home just to get free floor mats, because their floor mats are good.
Why not? Those floor mats are expensive though. Just get some aftermarket ones for like a quarter of the price. That are probably just as good. And then you're also supporting small business as opposed to a giant dealership group. Anyway, enough about cars, because I can talk about this for a while. But yeah, dealerships, the stealerships generally make a lot of money off the accessories and the optional upgrades and paint protection and fabric protection and extra warranty and all this other bullshit. So just so you're aware.
Yeah. All right. Well, no more car mats then, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it there. Mat yourself. Don't be suckered into buying the factory standard car mats. Support the smaller brands.
Don't be suckered into getting paint protection. Just get it done. Get ceramic coating done at a local shop for a quarter of the price.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, this is the QuaranStream Vibes just hangs. We're here with the boys on a thirsty Thursday. Where's your drinks, boys? Don't go away. We'll be right back. QuaranStream Vibes just hangs here with WisePass and the boys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final QuaranStream for the week as we end Thursday. We do Monday to Thursday, but you can join us again on Sunday for the QuaranStream Vibes Sunday roast sessions, where we get a little bit more roasty on public posts that we find and see from people. So you could be that person. So make sure you don't make it too obvious in your captions, or it's irrelevant captions. We will roast you. Guys, do you know who MC or MC Inez Inez Gomez.
MC.
MC
Yeah,
Inez
down.
Gomez. I'll bring this up. This is a little bit what do you call it? Ocean's 11 styles, I guess you want to call it that way.
Great
So-
movies. Great movies.
MC is suspected of embezzling 146 million USD of public funds. So she and her husband are accused of embezzling nearly 3 billion pesos from a treasury of the Ministry of the Interior. So on
That's
September
insane.
22, the people reported a federal judge issued an arrest warrant for the Monts on September 10. However, local sources said the two fled abroad soon after learning they were being investigated by the police.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh, same age as me, 83. So, I mean, I'm of the opinion, though, if you're stealing that amount of public money and you're doing that much of a public disservice, like literally straight to the execution. No jail. No, nothing. Just that's it. Public beheading.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money to embezzle.
Dude, 146 million.
High stakes. They're playing high stakes. Look, if you get away with it and you make 146 million, the penalty for that shouldn't. If you get caught, the penalty for that shouldn't be like, oh yeah, go to jail for 5 years. Like, nah, death.
Yeah. Because they'll only do it again when they come back out. That's always seems to be the pattern.
Well, not only that, it's just like the risk and the reward isn't on par, and it should be. It should be
High
on par.
risk.
The risk and the reward should be on par.
Yeah.
High risk, high reward, eh?
I risk
That's
high rewards.
So, Mr. Penetrating Wind, like we said yesterday, we want to get a dance from you every session now.
A little bit of dance, huh?
like a little dance as you come through. In other news, also, China is suspected of spying on the US.
Yes. It's getting good.
Who you?
Support my Chinese.
China is suspected of spying on the US base left behind in Afghan. The Chinese delegation
China,
arrived
because they did go there.
Bagram Air Base and can collect data to counter US forces. Man, they really hate each other, don't they?
Love the food,
So-
hate the people.
You know, it's to collect evidence and data to counter the US. The Chinese delegation apparently went to Afghanistan via Pakistan because the plane carrying them did not appear at Kabul airport. Yeah, China is said to set up an intelligence-based coordinate with Pakistan and the Taliban to monitor any support for the Muslims in countries Xinjiang and autonomous regions.
Yeah, China was helping out Afghanistan a lot with a lot of supplies and stuff because U.S.
Were they?
Yeah, they're like
It's confusing what they're trying to achieve there in terms of because it's 20 years America was there for. Like when you read
war
about
lasted a long time.
It's so sad.
Just different views from different people. It's like I don't know. I don't want to get too involved in opinions on that. It's just too much. I think we're pretty blessed to be here.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
think
for
we're
people who were
a
serving.
safe country. I think everyone loves us for the most part.
America's all about superpower, though. My cousin who lives in Anaheim, when he first came to Australia, because movies back then, this was probably about late 90s, movies in America was always released, obviously, when they're released, but it wouldn't reach Australia till like a month or 2 months later. And when he came over, he goes, let's go to the movies. We went, he goes, yo, dude, this movie was already in the States like a few months ago. I was like, yo, it's just out here. Sorry. And he goes, man, you guys suck, man. America, we got the superpower, man. We're the superpower. He was full on, like.
Superpower, man.
Don't get Sean started on it.
We can do.
Do you know your
anything. No.
Do you know your national anthem off by heart?
Jose, can you? Nope.
No.
Forgot it.
Do you know the Filipino national anthem, Patty?
The Filipino one, I don't.
Is it? Did I sing it in Tagalog?
Yeah, yeah, it's in Tagalog.
Is there Yeah, the Australian national anthem.
We have one, but we have a suggested one, which I thought was
Waltzing Matilda.
What is this?
I like Waltzing Matilda.
I like Waltzing Matilda too.
I remember school where you used to sing your national anthem, and then you also used to sing the Waltzing Matilda.
But wasn't it a
wasn't there
waltzing
another one?
Matilda? Who bloody killed her?
I haven't heard that one, Petey. I think you might have to do the whole one.
I'll
Do the
look
whole
it up.
song.
No, but the national anthem, the one that I liked is someone on one of the Channel 10's like 7 p.m. project, one of the comedy shows. They put Jimmy Barnes' "Working Class Man" to the tune of our national anthem, and it fits. Do you know that one?
Oh no, I haven't heard that. I got to check that out.
So Australia's
video.
national anthem is it goes Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are young and free, right?
No, second voice. The second voice.
Let me pull up because if you sing Jimmy Barnes' "Working Class Man" lyrics, it goes so you sing you sing the lyrics of the Australian anthem to the tune of Jimmy Barnes' "Working Class Man." So if you can remember how, let me pull this up. And I would much prefer to sing that. So you guys remember "Working Class Man" song? I hope I can sing it all right so you guys can tell. It goes, Australians all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. With golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Oh, it was girt by sea. That's how it goes. And they had the whole song sung on the show, and everyone's like, "Yo, that needs to be our national anthem."
It's not bad. It's not bad. I didn't mind that.
Yeah, I think Matt will know that one for sure. For sure.
Matt said he knows an older one.
No way.
God Save the Queen.
Did we?
We used to have to sing "God Save the Queen."
Well, that was when it was like, yeah, very, very British influenced. I mean, what's very British left in Australia now? Just the Queen on the coins, right? And the $5 note.
The governor of each state is technically the head of the state. So, and the governor reports to, I think, the Queen directly.
Oh,
yeah.
I wonder if she's using a smartphone.
Probably. It's probably an iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Probably. Hey, Matt, do you have any Aussie notes on you at the moment? Aussie dollar notes?
I
do
do
a $5 note?
I don't have a $5. I think I've got 50s only.
Damn.
Oh, baller. 50s only.
Because, on the $5 note, maybe I can pull it up. On the $5 note, there's a way to fold the Queen, and there's an image that comes up. Do you guys know that?
I haven't seen it, but let's see it. Put it up.
Dollar note.
There's one you can do with, I think it's a $20 bill, or is it a 10? Or maybe, I think it's a 10 or a 20. And if you fold it, it looks like the Twin Towers and like blown up. So
true.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
the
that.
Queen. The Queen's one is on our $5 note. There's a way to fold it. It's two folds, and then it looks like some penetration.
Are you gonna show us or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull this up. I don't have the note, but I'm gonna put up the image of it, and then you guys can sort of visualize that and see. So let's get a big picture of it. So let's see. Say this $5 note here. Yeah, this one here, right? So can you see my mouse on there?
Yep.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to fold along here, right under her bottom lip, like that. And then you fold from about here that way. So if you can cover with your hands that way, you can see the image. I wonder if I can crop this. Maybe I have to save it and crop it.
We've got new notes now, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Every
Q-
note
I
has
remember
been
last
changed
time.
now.
I remember last time I went home, then the notes were new.
Yeah, yeah. All of them have been changed out now, Patty.
Yeah.
I believe the $100 note was the last one, but I think that one's already also been done.
The 100's so nice
Damn.
in that green though.
Mm.
That green
Especially
color.
It's nice
having
and
a bunch
brand
of
new
them in your
notes to
hand.
it that you get. Oh,
And because our notes is like plastic, so it's so much nicer.
It is very, very nice. Yeah.
it also sucks for magicians because can't bloody do any tricks with the plastic notes because it doesn't fold nicely, you know.
It's just the important
So-
considerations. Hey, Petey.
I got to try and okay. So I got the note here. Were you able to picture it? I want to see if I can. I've got the tools here, so I'm going to crop it.
I've got the tools. I've got the tools.
And okay, here. How do I crop this? There we go.
What the hell is up with this internet?
Yeah, it's choppy for
Struggling
me.
for me as well. It's really struggling for me today.
All day. Yeah, today's been just
Okay, so I haven't been able to. Let me just share screen. Let me crop it. Far out. Crop's stupid. Okay, here. All right, so where that little square where I've cropped it, so ignore everything else. So what do you see? Can you see? It looks like something going into something.
Yes, Petey. I see it.
Yeah, we learned that when that note came out. So we're talking about like years.
What? Show me
and
again.
years ago.
Wait, I don't see it.
Can you see it?
Look at only what's highlighted.
Look at only what the square
Ignore
is
the rest of
highlighted, and you can see like there's a little sack
Oh,
there,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
the
I
shaft
remember.
going into.
I remember.
Shit.
People are very
You're welcome.
creative.
You're welcome, Matt Cohen. Talk about that on the Brewer. So, boys, when am I going to see you guys, man?
Soon.
Oh, where
I'm
were you
hoping
able
it's gonna be like a week?
Where were you able to ride yesterday, Matt? When you went on the road?
Yesterday I didn't get a chance to go out on the bike because I got a business call just as I was getting on the motor. Actually, I'd just taken the motorbike outside, and then I got a business call that I've been waiting for about 3 weeks. So unfortunately, I spent an hour on the phone with one of my staff from Australia. But the previous night, I went out on the bicycle to have dinner with my friend, and basically rode from Dachau to Dong Khoi. Like almost down to the river, and like still some delivery drivers out till probably about 9 p.m. or so. I think their curfew has been changed to 9 p.m. I'm not sure if everyone's has been changed to 9 p.m. But and then I cycled home at about that 9 p.m. mark, and it was completely dead. However, no checkpoints in that short. It's a very short distance, so it's only like 10 minutes on the bicycle. But yeah, there was zero checkpoints in that time.
Did you
both
drive
there and back.
through? Did you drive through any checkpoints going there?
No, there was nothing.
Oh, okay. So it was easy.
Yeah.
Just...
Yeah.
Did you wear a helmet, mate?
And, no, I was on a bicycle, man. We don't need to wear helmets on bicycles here. Plus, actually, Patty will appreciate this. On the way home, I was being protected by the red horse.
Yes. Nice.
The red horse.
How many?
Yeah.
How many horses?
Just
They're
two
deer.
red horses.
Just 2 horses? Nah, you'll be fine.
Just two red horses. Petey and Sean, if you're not familiar with the red horse, it's the Filipino beer. That's I think it's like 8%, something like that.
Oh.
So
It's
like
really
pretty
strong,
powerful.
right?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
yeah,
very strong.
yeah.
It's very, very
Quite
strong.
bitter.
It-
Yeah.
I didn't know it's Filipino. I've had it. It's strong tasting, and it gets you.
Yeah,
good.
especially the extra dry.
Yeah. Anyway, it's not bad. So I had a couple of those during the course of dinner and stuff, and yeah, but there was no checkpoints. There was a couple of police that I saw on the way home, but they didn't give a shit about me. Maybe because I was on a bicycle, I'm not sure, but no one seemed to care about it. So it was all G.
That's awesome. Nice bicycle ride. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice one.
Bastard.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, QuaranStream Vibes just hangs. Don't go away. When we come back, I think Sean will introduce us to a beer that's a friend of his that'll be sending us a couple our way to do a happy hour with you guys on the stream coming up soon. So don't go away, fools. QuaranStream Vibes just hangs here with WisePass. Enjoy life every day, everywhere. Here with the boys. Before you go on, Sean, check this out. Thai packaging firm eyes 353 million expansion in Vietnam. Isn't that great news for us?
Packaging firm. That's huge.
If
Yeah,
it comes
plans to
through,
invest
that's
353 million.
pretty large investment.
Increasing
So it'll
capacity.
keep us
That's
back in
huge. That's
the
huge.
economy back into boost mode.
That's really good. Really good for Vietnam.
What kind of packaging?
Paper, it says.
Yeah. Vina craft paper. Of course, we got to use the word Vina. Joint venture with Japan's Rengo company holds
In a house,
7%.
in a home.
Nice
in a
one.
home.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's a huge company.
More jobs. More jobs.
Jerk.
So this beer, Sean, I'm looking forward to it.
MA.
You'll put you into the biggie. Demi,
Yeah,
what is it?
actually. So my boys have been.
No, but how would you pronounce it in Vietnamese?
Dome.
What?
What is it? Deme?
I think it's Yeme.
Yeme?
Let me check on the site thing.
Oh, because it doesn't have the D.
Nhậu đây, uống đây,
Deme.
đây, đây, đây,
Up sao there?
yeah, Deme. All right, so how do you know that? How your mate?
So I know my boys. There's some artists out here in Saigon, and for the longest time they've been my friend, and I've been to their weddings, and they've been brewing beer. And before they would just like bring it to the wedding and like have kegs, and they have a really strong IPA. I think it's like close to 7%, and good hoppy taste. Reminds me of like a Lagunitas, of like a Sierra Nevada almost, but not so hoppy. And then they started to produce can or bottles, and now they have these growlers that you can use, and they're reusable. And then they have just your standard glass ones. They have a fresh beer too. It's a lower percent alcohol and a little easier, crisp, and very good. And a few, like 3 of these IPAs, and you're like, it's probably like the Red Horse, close to it. Like you're gonna be pretty well.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're gonna be delivering some beer to all of us. It should be coming today. Yeah, so I know Matthias is excited.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, I'd try it. I'm not huge on beer, but I'd certainly try it.
Yeah.
Well, we got it also sent to Richie Fawcett, our guest for tomorrow's Friday night show. So they wanted a little segment in there. So I don't think Richie will know that you're on, unless he watches this right now, Sean. But we'll do a little pop-up segment where you introduce the beers.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. Cool. Pat, you should receive it today too, I think.
Nice. Well, Sean, you see my number on the chat, right?
Yeah.
I sent it to him already, because apparently he said he called it, but it didn't work. Well, the number I sent from my phone didn't work, so then I had to make sure I check with you again. Maybe I typed it in. No, I just did copy and paste. But I don't know. Is it 0 when it's +84?
Yeah, +84 378.
Okay.
So if you take the 84, it's a 0.
Yeah, maybe for some reason I don't know.
Action. Right, Sean?
Lights, camera, action.
Can we get a little preview dance? What song would you like, by the way?
Lambada.
Maybe Eddie Murphy. Is it Party All the Time?
Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy party all the time.
Party all the time. Party all the time. Party.
That's not Eddie Murphy though. Eddie Murphy's one is a little bit different than that.
No, it's
Is
Eddie
it?
Murphy.
Yeah, it's Eddie Murphy.
Oh,
He should have made some.
where
more
is Eddie
songs.
Murphy these days? Hey, has anyone seen Coming to America 2? I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. The first one was fucking hilarious. So
First one was
I hope
good.
the second one. I always feel like they screw up the second movie, you know, like then they do a sequel. It's not too many good ones.
Yeah, well. All right, Eddie Murphy party all the time, Sean. I will have that ready for you to go.
Sean parties all the time, so that's why he loves that song.
It's a good song. It's a really good song. Happy Mid Autumn Festival, right? Or
Yeah.
today.
Happy
Yes.
Mid Autumn Festival.
Have you guys eaten any mooncakes?
Mooncakes.
I did have some last night.
What's your favorite?
Who?
The like
What's your? There's so many flavors now.
yeah. Like the bean and meat. I don't know what it's. I think it's like bean and meat one with egg. There's an egg. I mean, I think there's an egg in all of them. But
Egg one's the traditional one, I think, right?
Yeah, the tap gum. Yeah, it's a bit of a process to make them. I mean, I've always just liked the mung bean. Mung bean's a good one. I'm a bit of a sweet tooth, so yeah, mung bean, red bean, black bean.
When I first came here and I was invited to a Tet party with this girl that I had just slept with the night before, didn't know anything about her, but
That's a great segue.
She's like, hey,
That was a great segue.
She's like, do you want to come to my family's house and have Tet? And I'm like, kind of just wanted to drop her off, and then like I took her all the way to like Go Vap. Just kind of wanted to get her, and then her family like came out and they're like, come in, and I was like, okay, I'll check it out, you know. And I was like, it was actually really fun, but she's like, oh, now we're gonna eat the special like holiday cake, you know. And I was like, oh, like in my head, cake is like, you know, like sweet and like delicious and like creamy, and then she brought out a, was it banchun, just like the fried rice.
Yeah.
And now I'm eating it and I'm like, this is like cake. Where's the cake? You know, like it's just fried rice and like it was not so great. Not what I expected. So very interesting moment.
It's high in calories as well.
Yeah.
Very rich, very high in calories.
I was hoping
ate
for
two
like
in
some
one
like
day.
syrup or topping for it. No, not at all. No toppings.
When we're back in Australia, like, because they're not cheap either. They're pretty expensive. Like, if you get a decent one, like the big ones, like, it's not cheap. But you know, when we used to go visit my mum's friends' places and stuff, you have tea or whatever. They would cut them up into like smaller triangles, and that makes it easier to eat. You know, you grab one small one, you're like, oh yeah, I'll grab another one. And next thing you know, you fucking polish off 2 mooncakes. I'm like, man, it's too much.
It's a lot of calories.
I like the
Heaps of
designs
calories.
that they have too. The designs are really cool. Different colors and designs.
I think a couple of do like their little special mini set ones that you know they get people to buy. McDonald's, I think last year had a mooncake package as well, like a mooncake special thing as well. They always rope you in. I always want the Happy Meals when it's a good toy. When they had Transformers, I had to get all of them. Remember the Snoopy? Snoopy around the world. Everyone was collecting Snoopy around the world. McDonald's. You don't remember that, Maddie?
I was never really like huge on McDonald's, honestly, and I see you're the collector type, Petey. So it's not surprising that that you're into it. That you had to get them all. Yeah. I don't know. For me, it wasn't really about that. It was more about the food.
Fine.
Yeah, people used to collect. McDonald's had the Beanie Babies. That was really huge.
Which one? Beanie Babies.
Yeah, it was like little like
American
little,
thing.
like, stuffed animals and characters that like little beanbag kind of things, and it was huge. And people like there's hundreds of them, like thousands, and they're actually going for pretty high prices now.
Did you collect any?
Fuck no.
Nah,
throwing away.
let's know about them. Oh my goodness. So I had another notification from YouTube, and I replied about the music copyright stuff. Looks like as long as we continue to do the fair use, we should be okay from strikes as well, Patty. So maybe you can try. How long are you normally playing the song? 20 seconds, 30 seconds?
20 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, try and push it a little bit long, maybe to 30 seconds. See how it is. Yeah. Because I already put that thing in, so I want to just make sure it should be okay. Fair use, and then that's it.
Awesome.
Should we get a beer? We're on Thursday, boys.
23rd.
What's it's sad because normally I am starting to hear like the cafes down here starting to play their music and stuff at this time too. I keep waiting for it. I want to go down to sit down and have a beer or a drink and listen to some live music.
Yeah,
Bill.
There's that restaurant on Trung Sa, Sin K. I love going there. It's like a 3-story Wang Yao, and
yeah.
It's like I think it's a branch off of like K Garden, like the wife or ex-wife or something. But we have to go there when we can again.
Soon, bro. Soon.
Good food, tons of beer.
Patty, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I just saw something quite interesting. If you guys have a look at the screen, a 10-foot wide house in Boston sells for $1.25 million.
10-foot
What?
wide.
Yeah, so have a look at this house, boys. It's tiny. It's basically this little rectangle box.
How far back does it go?
Let's have a look. It just says here. So the
1.25.
Yeah, $1.25 million US dollars. So it's a
Two-bedroom.
2-bedroom, 1 bath, built in 1890s. Some say the count says 1862. It's 1,165 square feet. It's got a very unique floor plan, they say. The house is frequented by tourists.
Has to be pretty unique. Has to be pretty unique if it's only like 10 feet wide.
Yeah, I mean, just have a look how skinny that is. What can you fit in there?
Although, you know what? Like, this is probably not that weird compared to Vietnam. That's what exactly what I was about to say. Is like thin, narrow houses are pretty common for here.
Yeah, that's quite true. I mean, that kitchen looks pretty good. They have a little bar, and a door that probably leads to a brick wall.
There's probably
Wow.
no sunlight that gets in there, though.
I mean, $1.2 million, boys.
Prime location.
That's
in
US
New York,
dollars
perhaps.
too.
That's US dollars. And just have a look at the rooftop of it. It's pretty nice, actually.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I saw it had an attic too, by the looks of it. In the front view, it had like some sort of an attic.
Yeah, 4 levels.
That's awesome.
4 levels and 1 bathroom. Come on, man. At least he's install another one.
Yeah. Look how tiny it is compared to the blocks next to it.
Where's the front door?
It's on
Here,
the
you got to go
side.
through the alley.
I think it's on the side, Peter. Yeah.
You got to go through the alley and then
Yeah.
the
I
doors
hope you
through
don't
that.
get mugged.
It's like someone came to Vietnam, hoisted up one of the houses here, and brought it over to New York.
That's exactly what it is.
Although I'm kind of curious to why they left that entire like gap down the side. Like surely that's like another meter there that you could use for house, and then have the front door like actually at the front.
Right?
Mm.
Not unless there's another spot behind it. That's the way that they go
to
through.
get behind. Yeah.
Or maybe it's some
That's
sort of
true.
building code thing. I'm not sure.
Reminds me of Lush when you got to enter on the side, you know, the side all the way down.
That's very
Lush
true.
nightclub.
That is very true. But I mean, look, it doesn't look too bad.
It's all right.
You'd hope it looks all right for
I feel that door
1.25
opens to
million
a brick
for
wall.
1,000 square feet.
Yeah.
But I mean,
like
for,
the bedroom.
for 1.25 million, that amount of money, if you take it in another state, in another city, you could
You'll
have
a mansion.
you could have a mansion easily.
Huge.
Yeah.
Texas.
Well, MC who embezzled 146 million can afford that.
Mm-hmm.
Mate, so much money. That's crazy.
I couldn't.
And there's a lot of actually, you know what? Like, there's a lot of rooms. I don't know if you guys have even had a tour or even gone to some of the shops in Bui Ving. So if you go down towards the end of Bui Ving, before it hits the end of Bui Ving, there's a T junction with Noang Dao. On the corner of that T junction, there's like a building, and it sits above a couple of these girly bars. But within that building, there's several small boutique shops. Could be selling accessories, whatever the case is. But there's also some Airbnb rooms in there that have been decked out really, really nice.
Really?
And you wouldn't think that in Bui Ving would have that unless you knew. So I went there to a store with a friend. We're looking at some accessories, and then we looked up around, and I saw like these sort of like the doors were open. So I looked in, and there was a person there cleaning. I said, "Hey, what's this for rent?" And they said, "Yeah, Airbnb." And I went in and had a look, and it was like, man, whoever took it over, like it's dodgy as hell walking into the bottom part of it, all these bikes, and then it's like no elevator, all stairs, and then you walk into this room and it's like decked out.
That's
Yeah.
tight.
How's the?
I've seen it.
Did it have any windows, Petey?
There was a window you see out in Bui Ving. It was like maybe level 5, so you see the whole street. So when you see some action happen, you might go, "Yep, I might go down." Imagine living in there.
I wouldn't mind staying there.
It'd be noisy as.
Yeah, really noisy, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I reckon for sure. Unless they've got like soundproof or whatever. Like, how could you, especially if you're living further in the middle of Bui Ving, where you have that one bar that just plays crazy nonstop.
Sahara, I think, or
Yeah,
Sahara.
it's like
Yeah,
they
I
don't
think
know
it's Sahara.
bass exist. It's all treble.
It's all treble and cranked to the point where all the speakers are crackling and distorting like hell.
Yeah, times it by
Yeah.
10 other clubs that's doing the same.
doing the
Yeah.
same thing. it's
Isn't
fun.
it crazy? Everyone's
it's
had
fun.
their own experiences of BV, hey, and like
Yep.
when someone suggests it within the night, hey, let's go to BV. Everyone's like, oh, do we have to? But you end up going anyway.
Yeah, it's
And generally
exciting,
having
man.
a pretty decent night too, as long as you don't have balloons and fall off the chair. Ask me how I know.
How do you know? that's
I'll
what
leave that
happened.
to your imagination, Petey.
All right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, BV, great stories. That's some
BV.
great stories.
It'll be weird to go back because I went near it, and so many places are like for rent and closed, and I wonder what Boyvian's going to become after things open up again.
I wonder what zone they're in terms of this lockdown, and what sort of, I guess, daily activity is going on there in terms of the food outlets, or people living there. Like, where's the closest market for Bui Ving in terms of
I don't know.
people still doing it? That's the thing.
There's a market. You know that T intersection that you're talking about? If you turn right, there's a market like about 100 meters further up. So there's one very close.
Yeah. It's near the roundabout further up, right?
Oh, you're right.
Winjai, yeah.
Yeah. So where the Jets 24-hour gym is.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a new Jets 24-hour gym right there, where the old Penthouse nightclub is. If you remember Penthouse.
That's right. Yeah.
think I've been there once or
Yeah,
twice.
212 was the
Yeah.
club on the corner.
212, the Wiener House Club.
Oh, maybe that's the one I went to actually.
Yeah, 212.
The memory is somewhat hazy at this point.
It's so weird because it looks small out the front because you kind of go up around the side of the stairs, but then it's massive inside. It just stretches
Huge.
all the way through.
Yeah, it's really big.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to step into another Wiener House Club just yet.
I don't think I'm ready until my next life, maybe.
Let's go.
But I had a regular gig at Canalus.
Really?
At Canalus. Yeah, they did like an activation with Hennessy. So I was performing under the Hennessy campaign, and we were doing it for like 4 weeks, for 1 month, like 4 weeks straight. 4 weeks straight.
I mean,
it was
if
like
you're
every
there
Saturday
for work
night.
and you're getting paid, that's very different to you going there and spending your money on bottles with sparklers sticking out at the top of it, bro.
But are you getting
Yes,
paid?
but-
Are you getting paid in cash or other ways?
Well, I'm sure Petey was getting paid in every way.
It's tough because when it's a different, and they will, as soon as a guest, especially the VIP booth, as soon as a guest comes to the table to perform or do something, and you say the manager introduces you, this is my friend, blah, blah, blah. The first thing they do is they shake your hands, they'll reach for an empty shot glass and they'll pour you a drink and then hand it to you. I'm like, no, I got to perform, please.
I gotta perform. I can't do it. You gotta do it.
Are you talking about performing at work or after work, Petey?
Both, mate, both. My worst ever show was, do you remember a place called Pandora? There was a Pandora rooftop on Bui Sung. So Pandora Club, and this was through Belvedere. We're going back a few years, maybe 2014, I would say. 2014, Belvedere, and I was up there. I was under MGA, so Calvin was managing me, but I had been drinking so much because for some reason, I just thought, okay, it's vodka. I'll just have a few sips here and there, and I'm jumping from table to table, and I'm roving. I'm drinking. I'm starting to get drunk to the point where I don't remember too much of this, but we had our crew there to film it because at that time I used to film all my gigs, and then we do like a little recap video of the performance, people's reactions, like in like a minute. There was a performance where I make, the trick where I make a bottle of beer appear or a bottle of wine or whatever the thing appear. So apparently I lost my bandana, so I didn't have a bandana to use, and the staff behind the bar didn't have a rag big enough. So I took napkins, which is only this big, and I tried to patch them together.
Hello?
And I tried to do this trick, and people were looking at it. I'll have it on camera. I got to find it for you guys next time. And people were looking and goes, okay, they see me holding this bottle anyways, but all of a sudden I make it appear when they already see the bottle to start with. And they still went like this. They still clapped.
That's the pity applause, mate. The pity clap.
Oh my God, I was so drunk. And the event for that Belvedere wasn't at the prime time for guests. It was an event for the VIPs first that started from 9 to 11. And then from after 11, the public was allowed through. So I was only performing for them. I was sent home straight after the gig.
You guys, the beer's here. I'll
Oh.
be back. I'll be back.
No more performing when you're drunk, mate. It's terrible. Terrible. Bad interwebs, Patty. What's going on?
Terrible connection, boys.
You don't have
Mine's-
the router
mine's
there that
pretty
you
bad
can
today as
physically
well.
reset.
No, I do. I've got a router that I can reset. It's just terrible.
It's all right. It's all right. But Seanzy, I think it's time for your dance, my man. It's time for your dance.
He's going to get his beer.
He's he run downstairs to get the beer. So
Oh, his beer's all right?
5 minutes. Yeah.
you guys
That's
hear
what he
that?
was saying. Yeah.
You guys can hear that? Oh, we'll
Yep,
wait
yep,
for these
yep, yep,
beers. Guess then we'll log off. Yeah.
So, what are you boys doing tonight on this fine Thursday afternoon?
Chilling as usual.
Yeah, chilling. Probably just get a few chores done. Otherwise, I might just throw the washing in and put it in the dryer, and just so I have less to do tomorrow, I guess. That's about it.
Not like you have a lot to do.
I stayed up last night and did all the graphics work for tomorrow's show anyway, so that's already done.
All right,
So
here's a
nice.
question. How far through Squid Game did you guys get? Because I got 3 episodes into it and I'm loving it. It's fantastic.
I'm finished.
Ooh,
we
really?
just finished. We're on episode 7 tonight.
All right. So
Yeah,
I'm
there's
a
only
little
9
bit- I'm a little bit behind you. So I might get a couple of episodes in as well. But I guess we shouldn't talk about it too much in case our viewers haven't seen it yet, right?
A lot of people have started to see it, and you can see some of the posts that people put up. I mean, you've already seen that episode if you've watched 3, where they have to they all choose umbrella, triangle,
Yes.
square, whatever the case is.
Yes.
And there's already
man.
there's going online with all different types of intricate, detailed pictures.
I've seen it. So I was thinking about making one for Downshift actually with the logo, but I'm not sure how many people in Australia would have seen this, which is our biggest target market. That's mostly where our peeps are from. So I guess I'll have to look it up to see if it's trending in Australia or not.
Yeah. Are you watching it in English dub or Korean?
I'm watching it in with Korean voice and then English subtitles.
I did that first, but then I was like, when Pat goes, "Yo, the English dub is hilarious."
The English dub is so good. It's so good. It matches quite well, actually, the English dub.
Yeah, all right. I'll have to check that out. Maybe
Yeah,
You have to
so
try
try an episode for one English dub and see how you like it.
here we go. So yeah, Squid Game's trending at number 2 in Australia on.
There you
on
go.
Netflix.
Nice.
So yeah, I think I'm
Take
going to have
advantage.
to. Squid Game.
Also, just so you guys know, all the games so far that they've played, these kids' games, I don't know any one of them.
I don't know any of them either.
I know red
Yeah.
light, green light. You don't know
Actually,
red light,
red light, green light, I remember, but I don't remember it being red light or green light.
It's
Or was
usually
it the Wii
stop
play?
and go? Stop and go.
Do you remember Red Rover? Red Rover.
Yeah, Red Rover was
Over.
awesome.
And then you had Bull Rush as well.
Yeah.
Bull Rush is
Well, what
I
similar
was actually
to
pretty good at that.
Bull Rush is similar to the last game.
What about do you remember a game called Crocodile, can we cross the river? If not, why not? What's your favorite color? So there's a crocodile, whoever's the crocodile sits there, and then everyone says that, and then the crocodile has to face this way, can't look at the people in the back, and he says a color. He or she says a color. And if you have that color, you can cross fine on you. But if you don't have that color, you have to try and dodge him and get across.
I
And if he
remember
tags
that.
you, you're done. So yeah, we when I was a kid, this is a little bit of a dirty story, but my cousin, he was with my other cousins on the line. I was the crocodile, and I sort of remembered what colors they had on them. So I was going to say a color that no one had. So I went dark brown, right? Dark brown. I turned around, none of them had it. And then you know what they did? They talked to each other. I said, well, you have to run. I'm going to tag you. And then they whipped out their sack and pointed at it and said, dark brown.
Ew. What the heck?
I'm like, what? You can't do that. It has to be clothes. But yeah, that was it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Squid Game.
Squid Game.
Player
I rate it.
275 is eliminated.
I rate it.
It's frustrating. Hey, it has the Korean drama frustrations as well.
We binged
Come
it in
on,
one
what are
day,
you doing? Go. I'm so angry too. Like, I'm angry not at some of the frustration, but I'm angry at certain characters. Dogs. But that's all right.
I mean,
I'm really enjoying the old guy. Actually, I'm not going to give anything away, but I'm really enjoying his character. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's cool. Oh, hey. I don't know if his Korean voice sounds like that, but the English voice is like, oh, I forgot my name.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Wait
must
for
go this way.
Maddie to hear it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's
He's
something
so
like that in
good.
Korean as well.
Yeah, I casted it well. So that's what you said you were going for your Halloween outfit, Pat?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? The player.
I think the player, yeah.
456.
Player 456.
Player number 69.
Why'd you go the Indian dude? Pakistani
Indian
dude.
dude's fun too.
Ali.
Ali. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Typical, right? Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Come on, Sean. You want to see these beers, mate? We want to see these beers before we get off.
All right.
So what are you going to do, Maddie? Just going to chill, eh?
Well,
Chill
I'm thinking about
out.
maybe having a couple of beers because I yesterday I marinated some. I have this special vodka, this mango vodka that I make, and so I made it yesterday, and yeah, I'm looking forward to drinking some of it. Actually, it's gonna be fun and tasty.
Sounds good, actually. Mango vodka.
Everyone's learning how to prep food, man.
Yeah, that's it. I've actually so I was staying with some friends at the very start of this real severe lockdown that we've got, and they asked me to make Hungarian food. They asked me to cook, and I was like, well, I'm going to try and make some Hungarian food. So I made a couple of things that I've never made before, and actually I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed learning how to make something Hungarian and being able to make something that I've never made before, as well as then feeding it to my friends, which is an extra positive about the entire thing. And if I may say so myself, it ended up being delicious.
Nice.
Ooh.
What did it consist
like
of? Can you give us?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you can think of like a milk and flour and oil and onion and garlic shortening, and then it's basically kind of like a thick white savory soupy stewy type thing, and then you can have different things in it. So for example, the first one that I made had beans in it, I think it was red beans or brown beans. That was kind of the vegetable, and then the white stew kind of stuff surrounds it, and then so you have that. So you cook it, and it sort of thickens up, and so you have that with something like fried egg and sausage, and then some sort of vegetable, so maybe a salad or maybe cherry tomato or something like that, and you just kind of have it a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Anyway, so I made that one night, and then I made the same thing again about 4 days later with lentils, and the lentil one ended up being really good as well. So yeah. So that was what I made the last couple of times. Before that as well, I was at my mate Tom's place, and a few people I made food for a few people, which is kind of like a different type of stew entirely based on bell peppers. And so you cook down bell peppers and tomato with tomato paste, and then also sausage with inside that. And it's also got onion and garlic and stuff like that. Lots and lots of paprika, the paprika powder, the smoky stuff. Ended up being really good. So yeah, I've been enjoying making some Hungarian food for
yes, we're looking forward to trying that too. Like you said, I told Mia, and she was like, ooh.
The only Hungarian food I know is goulash. Is it goulash?
Yeah, it's goulash. Yeah, in Hungarian it's gulyás. I think I've only made that maybe once years ago, but I'm happy to give it a go. I'm happy to cook up a big goulash for you guys when we get a chance to get together. No problem at all.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Sean's coming up the elevator. I want to get a look at these beers that he's so-called talking about. Put him on the main screen. Penetrating wind. What would you? What do you make? What's your interpretation of that penetrating wind?
What I think of is that real kind of miserable winter cold stuff that just it blows through to your bones. That's what I think of.
Chilly wind that penetrates your jackets, your clothes.
Okay, well, I probably won't say my thought on that.
Knowing Sean, he doesn't need the wind in his name. It's just the penetrating.
Just penetrating. That's it.
The penetrator. The penetrator.
Should we call him Jackhammer?
Oh, the Jackhammer. I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
Well, he's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. If you just joined us, QuaranStream Vibes just hangs Don't forget to join us on Sunday. We'll be back with the boys for a Sunday show where we, and I guess just yeah, I mean, if you're one of those very few that post irrelevant captions to your pictures or being a Captain Obvious, then we will save it and we'll bring it up and you will be roasted. And also, don't forget to join us tomorrow night as well on the Pretty Late Show with our guest, Richie Fawcett, streaming on all of these links here. As you can see, we'll get a little detour, a little tour into his studio, see what he's up to, and his sketches. Sean, you've just come back. Hi. That's the one.
Yes.
Zene.
Zene.
That looks all right. Nice.
This is their IPA.
Oh, it's
Cold?
Yeah, still cold.
How many of those inches?
3.
Nice.
3. All right. We'll have to save some for tomorrow as well.
Oh yeah.
Sean, when are you going to dance out of the frame? We're ready for you.
We need to dance in the frame.
Yeah, you're gonna dance us out, Sean.
Dance us out.
Let's go.
Boom, boom, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us today on this Thursday afternoon. Hope you guys are having a good one. Tomorrow night, Friday, join us at the Pretty Late Show where the party never stops. We're going to take you guys out with Sean dancing to his favorite song, Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time. Can we see like full body dancing? I only see you half body, man.
Well, that's for tomorrow's show. So stay tuned. We're gonna come to tomorrow's show for the full body experience with a pole. No.
Where's the chorus?
Girl likes to party.
Woo! Give it up for Sean, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, enjoy your Thursday. We'll see you guys very soon. Whee!